Hi everybody, it's Kristen with Hasta Cielo y Mas, and today is Thursday, July the 5th, 2018. And I'm coming to you today with a post-hospitalization update and a 4 weeks post-plastics update. Most of you know, I had the unfortunate complication of having a kidney stone, which is unrelated to my plastics, rear its ugly head during my 3rd week of healing from plastic surgery in Monterrey, Mexico with Dr. Francisco Salceda. On the 7th of June, 4 weeks ago today, I had a brachioplasty and a breast reconstruction surgery, and things were starting to really turn the corner to great improvement. I had my stitches out last Thursday and was finally really able to wear my compression garment quite a bit again, and the swelling was coming down and things were a lot better. And then Saturday night, I set my alarm for church and went to bed around, say, 10 o'clock. And at around 12 o'clock, I woke up in my compression garment. I had slept in my compression garment. I woke up in my compression garment in just enormous pain, and just a wave of fear took over, and I didn't know what was going on. Had crazy thoughts like maybe it was a blood clot or whatever. So I got out of my compression garment, turned on a heating pad, and I don't even think I took any medication. I just didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden I had a remembrance or a recollection that as post-bariatric patients, and I'm at the 18-month mark more or less, that I am prone to kidney stones. And so even though I feel like I have been a really excellent bariatric patient, taking the right kind of calcium, drinking the right amount of water, eating the right macros and the right types of food, I don't know what, but I just knew that I needed to get to the hospital. I chose to go to the hospital where my bariatric surgery performs his bariatric procedures, thinking that it could be something intestinal. I am a DS patient. And by the time I got to the hospital, I was vomiting, first time since my DS. I was feverish and chilled and just in tremendous pain. And they did a CAT scan right away and found that I had a 12 millimeter kidney stone. For those of you who don't know much about kidney stones, and I definitely am one of those people, I've never had a kidney stone. I have some family members that have had them, but I wasn't real privy to their actual diameters of their kidney stones. A 12 millimeter kidney stone is about as big as they can possibly get. I'm not really finding any evidence of larger ones on the internet, so that's a big one. And so, in addition to that, with the fever and the chills and my low blood pressure and low heart rate and my fever, they feared sepsis. And so they put me on sepsis alert and contacted the urologist, got him in there. He did a surgery on Sunday morning, which was to place a stent in order to remove some of the infected urine. As you all may recall, I wasn't losing weight after my bariatric surgery, and I've been really, not bariatric surgery, after my plastic surgery, and I've been really good because I want to get back down to Mexico for my lower body work. And I didn't know what was going on other than I was bloated in my arms. And that arm swelling did cause a problem this week, in that it was really hard to get blood out of me, and it was really hard to place a IV. I had a lot of IVs blow this week, and it's just been a really rough week. I just had to really rely on prayer and just kind of, I don't use the word meditation much, but just zoning out, just placing myself out of the situation a bit, because I probably was stuck greater than 30, 35 times this week. And so that's been really hard. Yesterday was the holiday. On Tuesday, I was released. In addition, on Tuesday, I did get word that my liver enzymes have gone up dramatically through this. Uh, Things are really looking bad in my lab work, and that's very disconcerting. They don't keep you in there very long. They really don't want you to be there. They don't want you to get anything worse than what you have. And they finally figured out that I could come home on a high dosage of Levaquin, which is a very, very heavy duty antibiotic that I've had complications with in the past. So it's not been something I was eager to start with. And I've dealt with a lot of constipation from the pain medicine I've been on. I was on Demerol, morphine, and Norco for this monster of a kidney stone. But I came home on Tylenol 3, which is not as strong, and I've still had the constipation, but I've really had to stay on top of the pain medication because I had hoped that the stent was actually providing some pain relief, but when I let the pain medication go too long, I realized that no, the pain is being controlled by the pain medication. And I can't really skip a dose or miss a dose because then the pain gets to where it was Saturday night, Sunday morning, and it gets really out of control. So that's been bad. I'm going to put in a picture here that a friend took of my arm incision. I did not take my faja to the hospital with me. I barely took clothes, and I wore the same ones for days as I walked the halls trying to poop. But you'd think that eating really bad hospital food would maybe help, but I'll be honest, I am as far away from keto as I could possibly be. The hospital was undergoing a kitchen remodel, and the food was as bad as it could possibly be. And the only thing that gave me any joy, and I'm not happy to admit this, but was I'm a huge fan of carrot cake. So I had carrot cake, lunch and dinner for several days. And that should have, as most DSers know, triggered a bowel movement, and it was part of the reason I ate it, because after a couple pieces of carrot cake, I wasn't enjoying it very much anymore. But that and prune juice and warm prune juice and yogurt and just about everything, hot tea and hot soup and anything that could make my innards decide to release themselves. Nothing has yet been successful except a small amount from a suppository or two. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I am getting ready to go to the PCP this afternoon. I am fasting. So I've had nothing since 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon because yesterday evening I just was not, not had an appetite. I've not really had an appetite for days. So it wasn't even really enjoyable carrot cake. But I had to fast because my lab appointment's going to be at 2:50 this afternoon. So I'm very hungry. Nothing sounds good, but I'm hungry. I'm not even sure what I would want to eat if I could eat right now, but anyway, the stent is causing pain. The stent, I don't know how big it is or where it actually goes or what it actually does, except it's supposed to drain the infected fluid. I did weigh on the 4th of July, which had been my objective all along. I actually was up a lot of weight. That's from fluids in the hospital. Today I was down like 6 pounds from what I was up yesterday. But basically, this is just not the best time to be getting on the scale. And I think it's out of curiosity that I do it. I don't let it really affect me, but it's sure not fun to see numbers that high. So anyway, that is what's going on. I'm going to let you guys go. As I said, I'm going to stick a picture in of my incisions. I am back in my faja, as you can see, and swelling's coming down some. The incisions are healing beautifully. Dr. Salceda is very concerned with me and my health. Sepsis is scary. I've had a lot of people reach out to me with advice and how to be a good patient advocate. The only thing good about not being on the heavy duty pain medications is that it allows me to be a little more with it so that I can be a better advocate for my own health and kind of better monitor my lab results and whatnot. But oof, it's been rough. It's been really rough, and I'm very sad that I developed this complication that is bariatric related because I felt like I was doing all the right things, but apparently I'm going to have to do something different and something more. So I will be meeting with my bariatric surgeon about that, and he is aware of what's going on. So hang in there, guys. Take care. God bless y'all from the heart of Texas, and I'll check in with you soon, if not before next Thursday. Okay? Thanks. Bye.